Hey guys, welcome to another episode of It's Your Kitchen. First and always foremost, I would love to thank all of my followers from Aruba, St. Martin, Curacao, Bonaire, Guyana, Suriname, Florida, Memphis, Tennessee, Delaware, Arkansas, Ohio, Rhode Island. I said Florida already, but if not, Florida. Connecticut, Ohio, Oregon, California, the Netherlands, England, India, and Asia. Mexico, there we go. Almost left you out there, Mexico. Guys, thank you once again for joining in for another episode of It's Your Kitchen. Also, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so every time I come up with a new recipe, you'll be the first to know. All right. So guys, today I'm going to do something very simple for you. I will be making pumpkin bread. You know, other twist other than banana bread, but pumpkin bread. All right, guys. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We'll head over. I'm going to show you all of the ingredients that I will be using. All right, guys. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. What I'm going to have here, I'm going to show you all of the ingredients that I'll be using for the pumpkin bread. All right. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to use a little cheat sheet here, so I gave you the exact amount what I am using. All right. So first and foremost, the star of the show, some pumpkin. This is a 14-ounce can of pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix. This is just plain pumpkin. The reason why, because there is nothing added into it. All right. Now, if you do use the pumpkin mix, then what I'm going to show you, you would not add. So I prefer to actually have control on what is going into the ingredient, the dish or whatever you're baking. All right. So first, again, I have 1 can, 14 ounce of pumpkin puree, just pure pumpkin. Also, I have here, which will be a half a teaspoon of vanilla. All right. I have here, if you can see it right there, it's a half a cup of vegetable oil. Need some fat in there. Okay. I have here 3 room temperature eggs. If you have large eggs, then it's 3. If you have small eggs, then you'll have 4 small eggs. All right. Now, heading over, I'm going to come to the spices. I have here combined, which is a half a cup of all-purpose flour and a half a cup of granulated white sugar. All right. Now in this, what you were seeing constantly, I have a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. Ground cloves. All right. But guys, if I do forget anything, don't be scared. You know I got your back. I always will place all of the ingredients and the quantity with this video. All right. And of course, I have my loaf pan. This I will start first. I will grease my loaf pan with some butter and a dust of flour. I tend to always use that method. Some people always would use parchment paper or wax paper, but as they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I learned from my grandmother, anytime baking, any type of pastry or anything like cakes or a thing, butter and flour your pan. All right. And of course, I have my 2 mixing bowls that I will, why 2 mixing bowls? Because I will be combining the dry ingredients as first and then the wet ingredients, and combine everything into one bowl. You can do this by hand, stir it up by hand, or you can also use your hand mixer, or if you have your standing mixer. Today, I'm not going to use my standing mixer. Everything will be done by hand. The oven is preheated, at 350 degrees, and this will bake about for 40 to 45 minutes. All right, or you do the old-fashioned way, the toothpick test. All right, if you hear that little bell, that's my little chihuahua Imani. She's playing with her toy. So so guys, stay tuned. We're gonna add everything together and get this thing in the oven. All right, stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Oh, I also almost forgot to inform you one more ingredient, which is some molasses. Now, the molasses will be about 3 to 4 tablespoons of molasses. All right, I will show you a little trick because sometimes molasses is like honey, it's like really thick, you know, but I'll show you a little trick. All right, so what I always like to do first, I have my sifter. All right, I will actually sift my flour, my dry ingredients. Just place it all in there. All right, it's a lot. I'm gonna do it in 2 batches. It's a lot. All right, and just sift that right in there. Get it all nice and airy. All right. And I will then also do the same with my my spices. Place the spices in there and just give like with a whisk and just combine every one. So I'm gonna continue doing that, and once that's all through, I'm gonna come right back. Gonna start mixing up our wet ingredients. All right, guys. So stay tuned. All right, guys. I have already sifted the dry ingredients right here, and what I'm gonna do, I did add it also the spices, so I'm just gonna give this a quick mix like this with my whisk, just to make sure everything is nicely combined. All right, then I'm gonna set this aside, and then we're gonna work on the wet ingredients. Alright, so this should be nicely combined, as you can see inside there. So now I'm going to set this aside. Alright, remember I have here my 3 eggs, large eggs. Again, if you have small eggs, then you'll add 4. Alright, always remember, guys, anytime you're doing baking, please have your eggs at room temperature. I always tend to crack them separately, place them aside, instead of cracking it and putting it directly into the product or what I'm making, because sometimes you could get a shell in that and it's going to be hard to get out. So if you do it aside, then it's much easier for you. All right. Then right here I have the pumpkin, the 14-ounce can of pumpkin. If you do not have any, then you can just basically use fresh pumpkin. You know, peel it. Sometimes I hate peeling fresh pumpkin because it's a nuisance. But then you peel it and then you boil it, and then you just put it in your blender and you mash it. You'll get the same consistency. I prefer not to use the pumpkin pie mix because, again, they have a lot of different ingredients in there. Some that they might say it's not, that it has this and has this, but maybe they added something extra. So this is just the plain pumpkin in the can. All right. And of course I have my wooden spoon for my mixture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in the 3 eggs. All right. Place these aside. Gonna get my whisk and just gently combine these together. Break the yolks in there and get all of you guys lovely in there. You can see right here what's going on inside. All right. Get it all combined, get the eggs incorporated in there. Now again, I said my oven is preheated on 350 degrees. And it's going to take about 40 to 45 minutes. It all depends on your oven. Everyone's ovens is different. But if you're not too sure on the time, do the toothpick test. Just stick a toothpick in. If it comes out clean, you're ready to go. My grandmother always had a saying, once you can, the kitchen has that nice fragrant and everything, it's basically done. Also, if it looks like it's pulled apart from the baking pan, that's also a notion that it's ready. But if you're not sure, do the toothpick test. All right. Now, I'm going to show you, before I add it in, a little trick with the molasses. You remember I told you? Just place this here aside. Now, I'm going to use, it is actually 3 to 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to get a tablespoon for it and show you a little trick. Yeah. All right. Show you a little trick with the tablespoon. All right. You can use your measuring spoon if you like, but I know this is a tablespoon. This, you remember the half a cup of vegetable oil right here. To take your tablespoon, just dip it in there, get it nice and coated. All right. This is also a nice trick for honey. You can either use this cooking spray. You just spray the spoon, whichever, how many spoons that whatever you're doing, so you get the nice and smooth, so that it can easily come off of the spoon. The product, the honey or the molasses, can drip off much easier. So now I'm going to add the half a cup of vegetable oil into the pumpkin and the eggs. All right. Got some dishes to do, but that's not a problem. That's basically for when the item is baking. You can actually wash up. All right. So, gonna add in the 3 to 4 tablespoons, and there you go. And it just slides right off. See, guys? Clean, clean. It slides right off. This is 2. Right. This is 3. I'm going to add 4. I'm going to add 4. And this is 4. All right. And this, have that off there and all off. Some of the molasses stayed on, so it gives a little issue, but guys, it's the fun of cooking. Yes, I use my hand, and I always tell you guys, always have your hands washed. All right, and that's what I'm going to do now from the molasses. All right, guys, I'm still here with you. I'm still here, just washing up the hands, washing up the finger and everything from touching the molasses. Okay. And now we're going to continue. This is finished with in with the pie. All right, and just gonna mix this now to combine it. If you can see right in there. Now again, as I said, you can go up to maybe 3 tablespoons of the molasses. I did 4, so I wanted a little bit darker. All right, and now gonna add in the dry ingredients. Gonna do it. Gonna just pour some in. I'm gonna do it like thirds. Mix this in nicely. Now, if you have also pumpkin seeds, hey, add it on to the top, not inside, but to keep with the whole pumpkin theme. I don't have any pumpkin seeds. I think I have a little bit more of my my crushed walnuts, and I think I'm going to add that on the top. I'm going to show you a little trick what I do also with that. This is second part. This I do it like this so I know the flour is fully combined, because sometimes when you cut, you might find like chunks of flour, and that's also a good indication why it's good to sift your flour. Get it nice and airy and fine. All right. Now, pumpkin bread, you know, you can have it with tea, coffee, or just have it like that. All right, and this will be my last amount. Get every morsel in there. All right. Now I've already buttered and lightly flour dusted my loaf pan. If you want to add more sugar, if instead of 1.5 cup of sugar, you can go ahead. You know, it's your kitchen. Do whatever you like. I'm just here showing you what I do. And sometimes if I see something very interested, a recipe, I'm like, oh, why not try it and share it with my followers? Okay, just to show you. All right. I'm gonna keep mixing this in some more. All right. And then I'm gonna grab my my loaf pan, pour it in. Oh, almost forgot. I have a teaspoon of vanilla, and it was watching me. All right. Oh yeah, now I smell the vanilla. Mix this in good. Almost forgot the vanilla. Could you believe that? Mix this in so good. All right, guys. So it's all mixed in. Gonna grab my loaf pan. And also show you what I'm going to do with the walnuts on the top of it. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. I poured it, the batter in my loaf pan. Now I'm going to show you a little trick what I would do with the leftover crushed walnuts that I have. Now this is optional. You don't have to do this, okay? So that's why I don't have the measurements, because I don't know how many walnuts I have, but hey, it's to experiment. All right, I have a teaspoon right here. I have my crushed walnuts. Let me just place the mixture aside. All right, so right here, you can see the crushed walnuts. I'm gonna add in, come on, 1, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm not missing that one again. And you just want to mix this up. All right, if you can see there, you just want to mix it up, combine them, try to get all of the walnuts, or if you have pumpkin seeds, do the same as well. All right, I think I'm going to add one more, a half a teaspoon more of the brown sugar in there. Yes. Now, if you don't have brown sugar, you can go ahead and use white granulated sugar as well, or even honey. Even honey, if you have honey. Guys, if you have honey, because I think I mentioned this in some past videos, if you have honey in the refrigerator and you went to go and look and it's all crystallized and like, oh no, it's no good, don't throw it out. Honey really does not spoil, all right? But don't pop it in the microwave either. What you do, you get a bowl of hot water and you just place the jar of the honey in that bowl of hot water and leave it set for a while, and it will come back just as new. All right, if you can see right there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sprinkle this on the top. I'm going to use my hands. All right. Just going to sprinkle this on the top. Now again, the same method could go if you're using pumpkin seeds. Okay, get all of those nice sweet morsels in there. Get it all in, get it all in. All right. Give my hand a quick wash. All right, guys. And could see that? Oh, could see that? Could see that? Bring it out here. Oops. All right. So now this will be placed in the oven for, again, 40 to 45 minutes, or just I will do the toothpick test. Again, everyone's oven is different. All right. So guys, stay tuned for the final product. All right. All right, guys. It has been. I let it in there for about almost an hour. I did the toothpick test, and the toothpick came out. Sorry, very clean. So gonna head over now. I'm gonna take it out. All right. And we're gonna see this together. Oh wow, guys, honestly, the kitchen smells amazing. Oh wow. Close the oven door. All right, guys, if you can see this, this smells amazing. Check that out. Wow. And it did pull away from the side, so grandma was right. Once it's done, it will pull away from the sides. The toothpick came out clean. I want to get in, but I can't, so gonna have to be patient. I'm gonna leave it set a cookie rack for about 10-15 minutes, and then I am going to take it out of the loaf pan and place it onto the cookie sheet for additional maybe 10 to 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes I should say, for it to set much more better, and then it could get the air circulating all around. Normally when you deal with the loaf pan, if you're doing meatloaf, yeah, then you can leave it in there. Oh, another recipe, meatloaf. But if it's bread or regular bread, or let's say banana bread, or in this case pumpkin bread, You don't want to leave it stay in the loaf pan, because what's going to happen, it's going to start to sweat, and it on the bottom of the bread will get more like a soggy texture, and we don't want that. All right, so this is going to set for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to pop it out and leave it set for an additional 15-20 minutes so it can get cooled all around of the surface. All right, so guys, don't go anywhere. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right, because I want to cut this so you can see inside. All right, so stay tuned. All right, guys, here we go. Now it has been gonna be a stickler, 16 minutes. Now I'm just gonna take it out and put it onto it's nice warm to the touch now, and place it onto my cooling rack. Now fingers crossed, never, come on, give it a little tap. Yep, and it just popped. Oh wow, guys, look at that, beautiful. And the smell. So I just do like this with the cookie cooling rack. I always say cookie sheet, and turn it over. So now, as you can see, it's very soft. So now I'm going to leave it continue cooling for an additional 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to cut in it, and I'm going to let you know. All right, guys, so don't go anywhere. We're very close to the finish line. Hey guys, well, time to taste. I've waited way too long. So, I know it's not but it's a sharp knife. Okay, and get a nice piece right here. It's still a little warm. That is good. Okay. Oh my goodness. Guys, look at that. And look how soft that is. Oh wow, it smells incredible. Oh wow. Oh, I thought someone came there. Yeah. Here we go. Guys, try this. Try this. You know how some cooking shows, as soon as they do their, oh my God, that is good. It's impossible for that quick bite that you get that flavor that quickly. Okay? You gotta really and let it burst in your mouth. Let the taste buds go wild. Guys, you gotta try this. Now it's gonna be a very tough call between banana bread and pumpkin bread. Now I'm not choosing. Both of them are equally perfect for me. Guys, oh wow. I'm gonna have to store this far away from me, because I can take this whole thing now and eat it. Honestly. But guys, again, try this. Guys, don't forget, I use that word guys a lot. I'm sorry. But don't forget, hit the notification bell and the subscribe button, so every time I place a new recipe out, you'll be the first to know. And always, to all of my followers from Aruba, St. Martin, Curacao, Bonaire, Guyana, Suriname, Florida, Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas, Ohio, Oregon, California, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Mexico, India, Asia, the Netherlands, England. Guys, I thank you. I keep thinking it's someone there, but it's my dog. But guys, thank you so much for joining me once again. Again, today's recipe was pumpkin bread. It's very easy, guys. Try it out. Guys, thank you so much for all of your likes, your shares, your following. Please, I humbly thank you for that, and continue doing that. On Facebook, it's Your Kitchen Facebook page. Tag a friend, join in, come on. Let's enjoy the kitchen together. And guys, always remember, It's your kitchen. Enjoy it. Be proud of your creation, and don't let anyone give you any doubts that you cannot do it, because you can. All right, guys. Enjoy your rest of your day, and keep in mind, it's your kitchen. All right.